All right, so welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to be streaming and doing a variety of topics, maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on how many likes this video or stream gets. But this first topic is about the Tesla Model X and how there are discounts on brand new Tesla Model X's in the $9,000 to maybe even, dare I say, $10,000 range. And so what's going on here? Well, I can probably tell you maybe that Tesla's doing some sort of test to see if this price actually sways people. Because let's be real, like the Tesla Model X is an expensive vehicle. Really, well, all Teslas are expensive vehicles, right? So we're going to jump into it. But before we get into all that and plus all of our topics, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in this description if you want to support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, but more on that later. And thank you to my latest Patreon members, Akash, Connor, Steve, Rohan, Cash, Billy, and Sand. Thank you for joining the Patreon. Thank you for supporting, and hopefully you got some benefits out of it. And if you want to check it out down below in the description, feel free to definitely check it out. All right, welcome everybody. So let's just jump into it. So Tesla Model X. Well, this is what we know, right? Tesla Model X is an expensive vehicle. It is probably Tesla's most expensive Tesla at this point. It is. And the Model X long range starts at $110,000. But if we turn back the Wayback Machine, the Wayback Internet Machine, the Tesla Model X, the refresh, when it first came out, it was a $90,000 base price vehicle. You can see right here on January of 2021. When the 2021 refresh came out, it was a $90,000 vehicle. And the Model X historically really has never been lower than that. You can see at some points it was maybe 79. There were lower trims in like the 83, maybe even like $74,000. You can see right here, like for the 60D, that of course doesn't exist anymore. Now there's only long range and the Plaid. So you can really see the lowest price it's ever really been was like $80,000. So Tesla did do a recent price decrease. At the highest point, the Tesla Model X was $121,000, and they did a $10,000 haircut pretty recently, right, on January 13th, and they dropped it $10,000 to $110,000. And you can really build these up. And what's most surprising to me is if you want like a 7-seater or even a 6-seater, that's really where the options start to add up a lot. You can see just to go to 7 seats, you got to pay $3,500. To go to 6 seats, that's $6,500. Of course, you could option to get a real steering wheel now, or a round one, not necessarily the yoke anymore, but you can choose, and they're all both basically free at the end of the day. But taking a look at this recent discount, I mean, this is why, right? When we can easily predict Tesla these days on when they're going to discount their vehicles, and the easiest way to do that is when inventory goes up. You can see right here, inventory for the Model X in the United States has peaked at 652 units, then it dropped down to like 600 units. So shout out to Matt Jung for putting this amazing inventory site together where you can track the Model X and Model Y, anything. I mean, spoiler alert, Model Y is completely sold out, right? And so if we jump to the actual inventory, this is exactly where you can see that almost $10,000 discount. Here is a brand new, never been titled. You will still be the first owner on this vehicle, this 2023 Tesla Model X, and it's got a almost $10,000 discount right here. Almost 9,840. It's in Maine. It's got 909 miles. Not too bad at all. Scrolling down right here, you've got one at a $8,000 discount. 385 miles on the clock for this one. Still not that bad at all. Here's another one at $7,800 discount. Here's one in California, the hottest market for Teslas, arguably. Here's a $7,500 discount. So we can easily see, I mean, Tesla has a certain MO for this. Like, they will always, drop the price or discount a handful of inventory vehicles first. just to, test the market. Well, maybe it's not necessarily test. For one thing's for sure, these vehicles are in their demo status, whether it's test drive fleet or showroom or whatever. So we can easily see them doing this to test to see, will people actually buy these vehicles and how many of them will actually buy them at this price point. So we can't see, let's see, there are 297 demos in stock right now. Are you kidding me? So Tesla, I would say it's a fair statement to say that Tesla is either clearing out their Model X demo inventory, or they are testing the market to see, how much more do they need to discount the Tesla Model X for them to actually sell? Because taking a look at this inventory chart, Model X only brand new cars for Teslas across the country, we're seeing some pretty high levels, that's for sure, on the new side. And so that's probably why they decided, let's just whack a bunch of Tesla Model X's, or 297 of them to be exact, for brand new inventory. That's of course demo status. I mean, look at these. Some of these aren't even I wouldn't even consider these demo status. 8 miles, 7 miles. I mean, they're really trying to test the market to see right now what price do they need to actually be at for these to sell. And it seems like there's a lot of good deals right now. I mean, if you are in the market to buy a Tesla Model X, this is the best price it's been for a while. But do keep in mind that the Tesla Model X refresh, when it first came out, it was a $90,000 base price. So that's, for whatever that's worth. Could it go back to that $89,000 or $90,000? Maybe. I mean, the other thing that could throw a wrench into all of this is the IRS Treasury tax credit for the $7,500 tax rebates. It does cap at a $80,000 MSRP price cap. So what if Tesla comes out with a, Model X standard range? Maybe 280 miles like they've done in the past with this 60D that was priced at $74,000. What if they come out with a Model X SR, a little bit lower range, $74,000 qualifies, or maybe even, what do we have to do? You can do like $77,000, $78,000, qualifies for a $7,500 tax credit. I mean, if they need to move some Model X's, $10,000 less, and then they would price the Model Y, $10,000 less at 60. No, they probably have to do it like $15,000. Well, who knows, right? Whatever the sales executives are probably deciding, they're probably looking at this right now because they probably see exactly what we are saying, just most likely on a huger or bigger scale, of course, because we know that Tesla manipulates inventory on their websites, and there really isn't only 400 brand new Model X's. There's probably 400 times, 10, 20 at the end of the day. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. So, what if we're just throwing some hypotheticals out there, right? Like, would you like to see a $70,000 Model X standard range? Would you love to trade in your Tesla or trade in your CR-V or whatever you're driving now and getting into a $70,000 Model X? I know I would, that's for sure. Jumping to the other side of the used or the Model X side, we can also take a look at, used Model X's at the auction block and seeing if the wholesale values are, starting to dip. I can certainly, when we looked at this 2 weeks ago, they were definitely starting to go down a lot. So taking a look at this right now, this is Manheim. This is wholesale to wholesale, dealer auction to auction right here. And you can see there hasn't been too much volume or too many sales. Well, actually, no, this is actually a good amount of volume. Whoa, we are now starting to see some Tesla Model X's. This is 2022 Tesla Model X's refresh. So this is a brand new one, like arguably 1 year old at this point. We've got 89,000, 96,000, 95,000, 88, 89, 82, 92, 95,000, a variety of different miles. It is fair to say that if you're in the market for a Model X, you might as well look for a 1 year old older one. Of course, this is wholesale value, so you probably will not be able to get these type of deals like right off the bat. But unless you're buying from, like a private seller at the end of the day, for that. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know your thoughts on these $10,000 markdown Model X's. Is what price are you a buyer in? What price makes it a slick deal at the end, a 100% slick deal? Let me know your thoughts on that for sure. But we're gonna jump into some comments and some of the questions that you guys have in the live stream, because that's the benefit of the live stream, right? You can ask whatever you'd like. And so I'm gonna do a different style today. If this video gets to 20 likes, we'll get into the comments right away. If it doesn't, we'll go into the next topic. But we'll give it a few seconds to see if you guys want to hit that like button to support, or we'll go to the next button and then we'll go from there. I don't know. I'm just like messing around. I'm trying to see if likes help the algorithm. It probably does, but I want to see if does likes actually help the live stream as well, or like if it doesn't really matter, because they do say that likes do help like the regular videos, but I'm not exactly sure on that on like the live streams. But let's take a look. Let's see what's like the biggest discount at the end. It seems like the $9,000 one, or 88 or 10,000 one is the most off of the price, like 98.40, but it doesn't really look like anything else is that big of a discount. 8,500. Okay, but a lot of these are like the 5 seats, and I'm not sure like if I would get a Model X. I mean, I contemplated for a second, right? I almost did get a Model X that was not a 5 seat. I mean, that was a 5 seat, because I was like, oh, I don't need it, right? We could just get but I opted to find it. Luckily we found a deal on a 7 seat, and we were able to square that away. But video coming soon on that. We're a little lazy, that's for sure. We gotta get into that and get right on it. That's for sure. But we're gonna jump into